Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. The truth is, just exposed all of these streamers. I didn't know they was clicking up and had little crews and all of that. But listen, the truth is just expose how they be selling their soul and all that. Listen, bro, this stuff gets deep. Y'all think these streamers, they own they self and all. Listen, this get deep. Before we continue, y'all make sure y'all get y'all copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by none other than Big Kish. The link will be in the description. Y'all please go support your boy, man. The link is in the description for purchase. And look, y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Right now, AMP is one of the most popular streaming crews on the internet. The two most popular members of the crew have to be Cenat and Fanum. Over the last few years, Kai has literally dominated the streaming space, becoming one of the most popular streamers in America. Fanum has also seen a rise in popularity as he's
seen him before. I seen him.
Closely associated with Kai, being seen in plenty of his streams. They also stream together, a part of the AMP collective. It seemed like Fanum and Kai were close friends, so that's why it really caught the internet off guard when it appeared Fanum either left AMP or got kicked out. Recently, Fanum made some posts that left many questions about how his relationship with AMP stands, with people claiming these tweets indicate he left the streaming crew. While I wasn't really concerned with that, what I was concerned with was Fanum seemingly claiming that AMP sold their soul and he wouldn't.
Oh, he exposed them for selling their soul, y'all. I'm telling you, you can't rise to fame without selling that whole. I meant that soul.
Now, the internet is wondering, did Fanum just expose AMP for selling out? Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Fanum exposing AMP. Let's get right into it.
Ooh.
Over the last few years, the world has been seeing the rise of streamer culture. What was once seen as a nerdy gamer thing has now become the most popular form of content out. It's no longer just for people playing games on stream. It has become the new reality show, with IRL streamers being the hottest thing since fish grease. Leading that rise of popularizing streaming was DJ Academics. He was one of the first streamers in hip-hop who wasn't on Twitch strictly streaming games. People like Academics popularized streaming in hip-hop, which inspired the king of streaming today, Cenat. If you have been on the internet recently, you definitely know who Kai is. You can't scroll on social media without seeing at least one of the viral clips from one of his streams. He is known for taking streaming to a whole new level, taking it from the independent in your mother's basement content it started as, to this mainstream show that the biggest celebrities in Hollywood appear on. Cenat started his streaming career in his mother's Bronx apartment, where his first guest was a rat that ran across the room.
Oh, Lord, I didn't know that. Wow, it is real, y'all. It's real. It's real. It's real. That ain't no rat, that's a mouse.
Streaming career in his mother's Bronx apartment, where his first guest was a rat that ran across the room when he was streaming, to now hosting streams with John Cena and Kevin Hart. That's truly a massive rise, and honestly, from one Bronx native to another, that was truly inspiring. Not so much hanging around sellouts like John Cena and Kevin Hart, as I don't mess with sellouts, but seeing his progression from where he started to where he made it to is truly impressive. Seeing Kai...
That's rags to riches right there. That's rags to riches. That's rags to riches. That's rags to riches.
Grow his platform by working hard and making it out was truly inspiring and a great thing to see. You can't take away the fact that he's a hard worker and has put in a lot of work to make it where he is. However, I know Kai has made it to a level that you can't make it to without selling out. And that's exactly what people are saying Fanum just said about Kai and the AMP crew. For those who don't know, AMP is a streaming collective that consists of several streamers. I Am Davis, Duke Dennis, Fanum, Agent 00, Chris Next Door, and of course, Cenat.
I don't know about Duke Dennis though. Duke Dennis he be motivational, like he ain't zesty like a lot of these guys. I know Duke Dennis. I've seen some of Duke Dennis' motivational speeches. Yeah, I don't know now. I don't know.
The AMP crew started to grow alongside the rise of Cenat. One of the most popular members of the crew other than Kai, is streamer Fanum. Fun fact, while researching this video, I found out that I went to the same school as Fanum in the Bronx. I'm a bit older than him, so I was in a higher grade. Recently, Fanum hasn't been seen on his stream, Kai's stream, or the AMP stream. This led people to start wondering what's going on, with some people thinking there might be issues between Fanum and AMP. This narrative was further pushed when Fanum seemed to have claimed he lost access to the AMP page, then made some cryptic post on social media that people believe was him exposing AMP. He posted the lyrics to a song that read, "They forgot all the stuff I did. I was feeding the team when I didn't have nothing. I took a risk and I done got all of us rich." On top of this post, he also posted this, "I find it funny. Everything will soon come to light. They should be thanking me. If y'all knew what I knew, y'all would understand. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything is always strategic from them. It's never natural anymore. Every move calculated."
So he coming out and exposing them. What he's saying is, y'all remember how people will come out with like prank skits and all of that, and it'd be mad funny because it'd be real. The skits and stuff, the little, not skits, but the pranks be real. They be real. But over time, they start to get scripted, and it's like, nah, this is corny. That's what he's saying. That's what he's exposing, that everything they do is calculated. Nothing is genuine no more. It's not real. Like that mouse coming across the room, that was real. That was a sight to capture. But then over time, they start trying to milk it and milk it and milk it more. Now they buying mice from the pet store and shit. And it's corny now. Like, yo, I'm telling you, whenever certain people, y'all know what I'm talking about, whenever they get their hands on something, they try to milk the money out of it, it gets whack. It's corny. Telling you, everything they touch turn into ish.
It's funny how you gotta watch these closest to you, but that's how it goes. They think they're actual gods. We know who God really is. Their God is money. Mine's is it. He then posted this, which is what made people the most concerned, stating, "They sold, they mad I won't do it." Even though Fanum didn't specify who he was talking about, he did mention that it was people close that snaked them. People believe these comments were aimed at AMP and Cenat, which if true, is some very serious allegations. In this post, if he were talking about Kai and AMP, he's painting them as a crew of sellouts, people who compromise themselves for fame, money, and success. This is one of the biggest problems with the industry. When people are faced with the opportunity of crossing over to the next level and making more money, they usually take it without any consideration. They know that it might mean aligning themselves with people and principles they don't agree with. But we know most people would do anything for money. They want to be rich by any means possible. Hence is why Fanum said their God is money. Money is what makes them do what they do. On top of this,
bro, that's real, bro. It's a lot of people that worship money. I'm telling you, money don't do nothing but make you what you are. Like if you were drunk, you're going to be a rich drunk. It just expands what you are. So I'm telling you, man, it's just best to be satisfied within yourself. Because you want most people want money for evil anyway. They don't want money to take them away from the rat race. They don't want money to start eating healthy, to start exercising, and you know what I'm saying, and give them financial freedom. They want money to do evil so they could go shine on people, so they could go trick it off, so they could go buy the most weirdest stuff. That's what they want money for. Nah,
he revealed that everything with AMP is essentially staged instead of being authentic. I honestly see this too, as streaming gets bigger and bigger. Kai is the perfect example of this. His streams have become over-the-top spectacles that are a complete turnaround from where he started. Kai is obviously getting opportunities that aren't available for just any streamer. He has definitely crossed over to the mainstream world. This is obvious. Kai is signed to United Talent Agency. For those who don't know, UTA represents some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Some of the actors a part of UTA are Johnny Depp, Angelina Jolie, Seth Rogen, Harrison Ford, Olsen Wilson, Channing Tatum, and many, many more. There is no way Kai is signed to this massive talent agency if he hasn't been compromised. The fact that he has access to all these celebrities should tell you all you need to know. Honestly, I have nothing.
You see, they always got a chaperone over him. Y'all remember that meme where they had like, it can't be a black hero in a movie without a white person chaperoning him? Like Blade, he had the white guy chaperoning him. It was a bunch of them. It's like, damn, why we can't just have a hero by itself? It's the same thing with this industry. You climbing. You think you at billionaire status. Lo and behold, hey, nope, you can't have this money without being a part of this group right here. We have to chaperone you. I'm telling you, man. Look, that's why ain't no need to be trying to bust nobody upside their head to be climbing all the way at the top. Ain't no look. The Bible say the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. They run this motherfucker until Christ come back. They run this joint. So you bet your best bet is to try to get closer to God, because God is the only one that can unwind all this evil. You ain't about to climb up and do nothing. Trust me.
Against Kai as a person, he comes off as genuinely humble, but I can see from a mile away that he's sold out and is being used by the higher ups. He wouldn't have been embraced by mainstream or be all over these commercials. This is why most people think Fanum was referring to Kai and AMP when he.
Yeah, you could tell he humble. Like, nah, bro, look, I don't want that. They probably try to get him to sign up for something they ain't. Nah, man, I ain't about to do that, bro.
He said they sold out, especially since he said you have to watch those closest to you, indicating that he was referring to someone close to them. He also claimed that their god is money. Now, for some reason, Kai and the AMP members have played around with the idea of selling their souls on more than one occasion. In this old video of Kai that I've shown before, we can see Kai joke around about signing a deal and selling his soul.
If you know what I'm going for, you know what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to sign that deal. I want to sign a deal. Sell my soul. Sell my soul.
Like I always say, people tend to hide the truth in comedy more often than not.
That's true. That's how Satan gets you. Like, long as if you laugh about it, that means you're with it. You will be with it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean over time, not just one time. But the more it's put in your face and you laughing like, hey, long as they don't come around me with it. It's funny though. That they got you. You got bit.
This stream, we see another instance of joking around with the idea of selling your soul. In the stream, Duke Dennis claimed Cenat sold his soul.
Tell him how this nigga like sold his soul. This nigga like sold his soul and shit. Like, nigga, you really need to dig deep. And I'm telling him, like.
Again, while this could be seen as a joke, it could again just be hiding the truth in comedy. We know that all those who sell out love hiding the truth in plain sight. And this is exactly what this seems like. People also point to the AMP freestyle they did, where one of the members raps about seeing their friends sell their souls for riches.
I know that ain't Kevin Hart with them, man. Kev. Is that Kev? Please don't tell me that's Kev. Kev, let the teenagers do their stuff, man. I know you funny. I know you got your career. Cool. Let the teens do what the teens do. Come on, bro.
Style they did, where one of the members raps about seeing their friends sell their souls for riches.
I done see my own man sell his soul for some diamonds and some gold. Man, this shit no, but I'll be lying if I'm saying it's not tempting.
Now, seeing where Kai is at, it's not hard to see he's the one that they're referring to selling his soul. Now, I know some people are gonna say that just because he became so popular doesn't mean he sold his soul. They're gonna say that he just worked hard to get there. But like I said, I do agree that Kai worked hard to get where he is. Most people who are famous do. But there's a level you can't reach unless you sell out and agree to be used by the playmakers. Cenat is definitely being used by the playmakers. Doing a T-Mobile commercial is him advertising for the playmakers, pushing their products. Even if Fanum wasn't referring to Cenat and AMP.
Look, the scriptures say the chief things in life is food, clothing, water, and shelter to cover shame. That's all you need. That's why I never understood why, like, people, they become millionaires and they want to keep on working. For what? I'm about to go get me a nice little acre of land, get me a crib, and just pay the taxes. And I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? People got to keep working. I thought you was a billionaire. Why are you still working? Because work hard. You got to keep work. Remember, they put in the music. That was to get the masses to be slaves. I'm telling you. They put when Kevin Gates had the song, I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I work. That was the implanted in your head. When you at work and you tired, that song come on, and then you like, nah, I'm gonna keep on. I'm grinding. Nah, man, they trying to create slaves, bruh. That's what they doing, man.
AMP, I still think they sold their souls. Now, after the internet went crazy, Cenat actually responded to the claims that Fanum was kicked by saying that it's all cap, calling out people for believing this, stating all of this on his live stream.
How the f y'all get bamboozled into thinking Fanum left AMP? Name taken. Thanks for the 100 gifted. Appreciate it. Name taken. 100 gifted. Bro, thanks for the 100. 100. Hold on. This is going on right now. Hold on. Appreciate everybody. Chat, let me go ahead and say something, gang. Everybody who fell for Fanum leaving AMP, I'm not gonna lie, that just goes to show how much I actually watch AMP. No cap. We all know around this time or once out of the year, Fanum has to leave the US to take care of his pollen and stuff like that. You feel me? And that, him doing that, just led into like a whole bunch of y'all gotta understand, you being on X and you looking at captions and looking at a video that's clipped out of context, bro, you can't always believe that, especially on X. That's where it stems from, especially on X. Did you hear Fanum out his mouth say, I'm out? Did you hear any of us say something like that? No.
According to Kai, Fanum wasn't kicked and he's out of the country. He then tells people to stop falling for fake narratives essentially. The only problem is he doesn't seem to address Fanum claiming they sold their soul, or why he even said any of this, or clarify what or who Fanum was talking about. Fanum clearly made it seem he had issues with his own crew and said they would do anything for money. Honestly, who else could he be referring to? The fact that Kai didn't address this head on is telling. It's like he was avoiding addressing it directly. Now, we also have to take into consideration that Fanum himself hasn't addressed any of this after his post went viral. Realistically, this could have all been taken out of context or just been a publicity stunt. Regardless, it doesn't change my mind that Cenat definitely sold out to make it where he is today. Sadly, it's the same move that most people do in that position. Kai being signed to United Talent Agency that deals with the biggest names in Hollywood already tells you all you need to know. This is the opposite of being independent. He's the definition of a mainstream celebrity. It's the only reason he's able to have made it to that level. You have to understand that there's a machine behind all of this. If the machine don't push that button on you, you're never gonna make it to the level Kai made it to. We can see he's sold out by the things he promotes as well. Kai's stream pushes.
I hate that they was doing this, cause it ain't nothing but teens looking at them, and now they thinking that it's cool to be locked up. I hate they did this, man. I hate that they did this.
It's the same values Hollywood pushes. It's because Kai is Hollywood. Realistically, none of these streamers are pushing anything positive. I was considering making a video exposing the truth about these big streamers. If that's something you would like to see, comment expose the streamers below. These people are a part of the matrix, not against it. You have to unplug from the mainstream matrix and free yourself from their grip. In order to do that, you have to change the way you live your life. Most Americans eat what the system.
Y'all seen that? Y'all seen that? Y'all see that one right there, acting like the girl? Y'all see that? That's what they pushing, y'all.
Matrix and free yourself from their grip. In order to do that, you have to change the way you live your life. Most Americans eat what the system feeds them, drinks what the system feeds them, and watches TV program that the system feeds them. The system creates their identity and limits who they can be. People don't spend time learning about God or learning themselves anymore. They learn what the machine wants them to learn. They don't consume healthy food.
That's what, avoiding the manufactured mindset. That's why I told y'all it's not just about dads. He's going over the manufactured mindset right there. I was about to say, yeah, I'm so used to just working on the book. I forgot that I published the joint. I was about to say, yeah, I'm working on the book, and he talking about the same. It's here. It's here. The link is in the description. This is the manufactured mindset part, y'all. You see how he said that people, they just drink whatever the system give them. They eat whatever the system give them. And this book is going to show you how to get away from how to withdraw yourself from that system. I'm telling y'all, Street Dad, Geek Dad, avoiding the manufactured mindset so we can have better dads out here. We can have people that's whole again, man. We need great relationships again, man. Make relationships great again. He's cooking.
Foods, and they don't learn about the right things. This is what's needed to unplug yourself from the matrix. Learn what they know. Eat the opposite of what they put in front of you, and always align yourself with God, following his moral path, and never sell out. None of these streamers are pushing anything positive, sadly. They're all a part of the machine. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you.
He cooked. Y'all, please go and get your copy. Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset. I'm telling you, grab this. Grab this. The link is in the description. Go and cop that. Look, man. Hey, look. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the video as well. But yeah, he was cooking on this. He was cooking on this. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Cenat and them selling it. I didn't even know they had a little team going on. But for what I know, Duke Dennis, I've seen his motivational speeches and stuff like that. I wouldn't think that he'd be doing this, man. I wouldn't think that he went on sell his soul and all of that. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, man. Big Cash signing out. I'm going, y'all.